Hi there, Dustin Hawkensmith here with another edition of the Pittsburgh Steelers Blitz. It's week 7 in the NFL. It's a bye week for these Steelers. Comes at, I guess, a pretty good time for them. A different feeling going into the bye in the AFC North. Some optimism that comes from a 28-21 win over the Bengals in week 6. But of course, they go into their bye with a little bit more off-the-field stuff to pay attention to. It's the storyline for the Steelers, really all season long, but especially this week. Week 7 was the time that LeVeon Bell, the running back, was expected to rejoin the team. He hasn't done that yet. There's no signs of him doing that yet, and nobody seems to know what his plan exactly is. And that conversation now, with it being week 7, with the bye week here, is what happens if he does come back? Should the Steelers just ride James Conner the rest of the way? He's been one of the better running backs in the NFL. What does a backfield with James Conner and LeVeon Bell look like? Some Steelers are voicing their support for James Conner, who's done a really good job in LeVeon Bell's absence. 453 yards in 6 games, top 5 in the NFL in rushing yards, has scored 7 touchdowns. Very productive, has a lot of Pittsburgh Steelers fans thinking beyond LeVeon Bell. Coming off this game, another 100-yard performance for James Conner against the Bengals. That was a game where the Bengals scored a go-ahead touchdown late on a Joe Mixon touchdown run. 1:18 to go at that point, and the Bengals led 21-20. The Steelers marched right back down, 77 yards on 7 plays. Ben Roethlisberger to Antonio Brown for the game-winning touchdown, made it 7 straight wins over the Cincinnati Bengals, brought the Steelers' record to 3-2-1. They're knocking on the door there for the lead in the AFC North. A crucial game at that juncture of the season. The Steelers won it. Now a half game back of both the Bengals and the Ravens. One other element to watch on the other side of the ball, you have the bye week to process this, but Joe Hayden, the Steelers cornerback, 2 weeks in a row has taken a role of shadowing Julio Jones for Atlanta. It worked out very well. Julio Jones very, very quiet for 3+ quarters. Did the same thing against A.J. Green, and Green last week against the Bengals, all but locked him up. It's something to watch going forward. If this is a guy who can play lockdown cornerback coverage, it opens up a lot of things for this Steelers defense. I think coming out of the bye, I would expect to see Joe Hayden do more of that moving forward. Looking ahead to week 8 a little bit, a rematch with the Cleveland Browns. If you remember, the Steelers opened the season with a 21-21 tie against this Browns team. Since then, I think the Browns have given a lot of reasons to be optimistic about their franchise. This week, Baker Mayfield again back starting for them. He did not start against the Steelers back in week 1, has given this franchise a jolt of life. You'll see a pretty good side-by-side comparison in week 7. The Browns play the Buccaneers, whom the Steelers beat a couple weeks ago. We'll have a good comparison of what the Browns are doing right now against the common opponent. We'll see what the Browns do, and we'll see what the Steelers do in week 8 against this Browns team. Until then, we'll see you next time on the Pittsburgh Steelers Blitz.